Hi, welcome to my vlog, which I'm sure is going to be the most interesting thing you've ever seen. Uh, I decided to start one because I wanted to start a blog, and the blogging platforms that I looked at, I could not figure out because I might be challenged in that area. I just don't think that part of my brain is functioning at all. So, uh, this is my awkward introduction video. I feel like this is something you kind of got to get out of the way with a blog and a vlog. I don't know. It's like nobody wants to hear like my life story, I don't think. Just maybe, the shit I do on a day-to-day basis that's ridiculous. But I haven't done anything ridiculous today except maybe decide to do this. So I made myself like, no shit, a little list of things to cover in my introduction video that I think you might be interested in, might put us on some common ground or not common ground at all. Uh, I guess one of the more interesting things about me is that I am in the process of getting divorced, and I had to start my entire life over from scratch last year. And that's an interesting process. It's not something I thought I would ever do, but shit happens and you kind of have to roll with it. I'm a single mom. I have two kids. I have a 10-year-old and an 8-year-old. 10-year-old is Princess Noodle and the 8-year-old is the Potato. I share custody of them 50-50 with their dad, who I actually, get along with pretty well considering. Um, so yeah, I lived with my parents until I met my boyfriend. I moved in with my boyfriend and then he became my husband. So I've never lived on my own before. I've never paid all the bills all by myself before. So that's the new experience for me and I'm still like, you know, learning how to take care of myself, I guess. I thought my air conditioner was broken last weekend. Turns out you have to replace the air filter, which is not something I have ever had to think about before. And I had the same air filter for 8 months. Don't tell my landlord that. Um, things that are things that I like, things that I don't like, you know. I guess I like I'm not good at like particularly anything really. I mean, I can give you some parenting advice. I don't know how effective it will be because my motto is, just try not to fuck them up too bad. Um, I can't really cook beyond, making people not starve to death and typically not get sick. I can bake okay, and I like to do it. I thought about maybe earning some extra income from baking yummy things, but with two kids and a full-time job, it's hard to like fit that kind of shit in. Also, it runs up your electric bill, which I have to pay now. Uh, but I'm okay at that. I don't totally suck at it. I can't make a craft to save my life. I mean, I've had limited success with trying to make crafts, but that's only because, Pinterest is the most amazing thing ever. I will Pinterest all day long, pretend that I'm gonna do crafts, but I'm really fucking not gonna do crafts, like ever. Uh, I'm not a particularly good housekeeper. I don't have any tips on how to meal plan or organize your laundry room or make your closets more efficient. No, that isn't, you're not gonna get that here. Unless I come up with something, I'll pull something out of my ass. I feel like I need to share it with you, but I just don't. Or if somebody else can teach me better and I can share, I can pass on that knowledge maybe, but it ain't gonna come out of here because there's no room for that in there. It's full of nonsense. I like to read and I own a lot of books. I don't know, you probably can't. I have a bookshelf behind me full of books, and then there's one over there full of books. I lost half my books in the divorce, which is really hard for me, and I'm still processing that. Um, so I have an addiction to Goodwill. I buy my clothes there because, let's face it, I'm a single mom. I don't get paid that much for what I do, and it's cheap. But they also have books for 99 cents for paperbacks and $1.99 for hardcovers, and that kicks ass. And I buy way more books than I need. And I have this thing where if I've read a book before and I liked it and I don't own it already, I need to own it. So I will go into a Goodwill and I will come out with armfuls of books that I've already read, but I just feel like they need to come live at my house with me. I also have a tendency to go to the book section of Goodwill, read the back cover of a book, think, fuck, this sounds awesome. Get it home, be like, sounds awesome because it is awesome because I already read it. That happens more often than I'd like to admit. Usually when I'm in Goodwill, I try to call my best friend who lives upstairs for future reference to help me resist. I'll just be like, I'm at Goodwill, and she's like, no, get out before it's too late. And sometimes I listen to her, but mostly I don't. So, hence all the books. I realized the other day that I cannot. Somebody asked me what kind of music I like, and I was like, I don't really know. Whatever my kids let me listen to, because I don't know. They listen to pop music, which was never my thing, and now I know all the songs on the radio, and I have mixed emotions about that. I used to like to listen to like heavy metal and shit like that, and like some punk rock, and I just haven't listened to any of that in so many years. Well, 10 to be exact. And, so I'm trying to find my own musical identity again. So if you have any good recommendations, I'm getting there. There are some bands that I enjoy. I like the Fleet Foxes and um, Band of Horses. I like the Tallest Man on Earth. Folk rock seems to be what I like if I have to pin it down. But really, I'm not familiar with a ton of artists because, if the pop music radio is not playing them, then I'm not really hearing them. Um, Wow, that was the shortest list ever. Oh, another thing that I might be able to offer some advice on. This is one of the things I'm more proud of in my life. I've done a lot of fucked up shit that I'm not terribly proud of, but this I am kind of proud of. That over the past 2 years, I've lost 75 pounds. So I know, like, for some reason, like, I see this is so bad. This is gonna offend people, but like, I see on Facebook, like, a chick will lose like 5 pounds, and then like she wants to be a Beachbody coach. I don't know if you know what Beachbody is. I barely know what it is, but it's some kind of weight loss program, and you can become a coach, which basically means you sell their water bottles and like their supplements and shit. But like, these girls, they make their own Facebook page, like, I'm a Beachbody coach now, and I can offer you advice on losing weight, and I'm like, you lost 5 pounds. Give it a few more pounds before you get carried away. I'm not going to be your Beachbody coach because I'm not going to sell you shit. And also, weight loss is hard, and it's still like an ongoing process for me because I know that if I stop being super vigilant, I will just blow up like a balloon again. I have one of those bodies that's like, I really, really want to be fat. Please feed me. And so I have to be super careful about what I eat, which is a bummer a lot of times because I really fucking love food. And food has a lot of calories in it, and you have to really be careful what you eat. I used to be like super picky and I didn't really like vegetables and stuff. But for some reason, like when I changed the way I was eating, like my taste buds totally changed and I like a bunch of foods that I didn't like when I was uh, younger. Like I would not eat a piece of lettuce to like save my own child's life. And like now, most of what I eat consists of lettuce. I am basically a rabbit. Um, I need another one of these introduction videos and I accidentally erased it, so I can't remember if I talked about beauty tips or not in this one or if that was the last one that I lost somehow. But beauty tips, I can also offer you none of those because I suck at that. I'm shitty at makeup. Do you want to know how to do the perfect, like, swoopy cat's eye eyeliner? Don't ask me. Do you want to know how to, like, highlight and contour your face? Don't ask me. I don't even own that shit. I've only seen it on the internet. Hair care. I don't know. I'm still figuring out my hair. Actually, like 3 days ago, my hair was like down to here and I chopped it off. And I forget that when my hair is shorter, it's not like bored straight like it is when it's long. And now I look like Dora the Explorer. So I am considering getting a mohawk, but my mom will kill me. And I know it's stupid to worry about your mom killing you when you're almost 34 years old, but my mom is really scary. So I might not get a mohawk, but I really like, I look like Dora the Explorer, like one who smoked crack for a lot of years. But yeah. Like, I look like a triangle head. It's horrible. But I'm getting used to it. I don't know. Um, yeah, so that's basically my introduction video. Most of these hopefully will be topical. Like if something happens to me, I'll be like, oh, I wanted to talk about today when I saw a dead dog on the side of the road. Which hopefully that will never be a topic of one of my videos. Um, but for now, that's it. I'm gonna try to also like figure out a blog and then, kind of marry the two. I gotta figure out, well, I know how to use Twitter. I don't have a Twitter, but I'm gonna figure out how to use it. I don't think it's hard. Uh, I don't know if you guys are familiar with Windows phones. If you're not, try to never become familiar with a Windows phone because they are shit. They don't make a lot of apps for them. So I try to do like Instagram and shit like that, and I just don't. I just can't. Like they have like this weird knockoff thing that'll allow you to access Instagram or whatever, and it just crashes my phone. So I had to erase it. Like I had an Instagram for like 2 days, and I was super proud of myself when I was posting pictures, and I'm like, yeah, so cute. Yeah, look at my cute kids. Yeah, look at my fucking sandwich. But crash my phone every time, and that wasn't fun. So I had to get rid of it. And then like I can't, like I've never done Snapchat before. I think that might be one of those things I'm actually too old for. And like Vine and stuff, I can't have that on my phone. But I will tell you, I'm not kidding. I just found out what Vines were like 3 months ago. I didn't know. I didn't know. My daughter's like, oh, Megan McCarthy is my favorite Viner. I'm like, what's a Viner? I don't know. What is a Viner? She's like, she makes vines. I'm like, still lost. So she showed me vines, which, some of them are funny. And then she tried to introduce me to Musical.ly, which I don't understand at all. It's really a bunch of people lip syncing and like doing like weird shit with their heads. And it just makes no sense to me. I sincerely apologize if you use Musical.ly or enjoy watching those videos, but I don't get it. I don't understand it at all. So you probably won't see me on there, but I hope to get on Twitter and um, a blog and then a YouTube channel. And then one day when I get a real phone, I'll get an Instagram. And then I'll be one of the cool kids. But basically, to sum it all up, the goal of this blog slash whatever the fuck is that I feel like a lot of YouTubers are younger and maybe don't connect with us poor, what I like to call in-betweeners, because I'm young enough to be hip to internet culture, but not young enough to know what a fucking Vine is or understand why Musical.ly is cool. So I don't know, just like somebody to kind of relate to an in-betweener like me. And then, I don't know, score brownie points with my kids, so maybe they'll fucking clean their room. You know, whatever. But I will see you next time. Yeah, see, that's not fun. Like, I'm gonna try to stop the video. I'm just gonna like look down and stumble around. So, I don't know, whatever. Fuck it.